Hello everyone, this is Arindam here yet again with another video, and today I'll be answering a very specific question that someone has actually asked me. I think that the question that he asked is actually very interesting, and it might be of interest to many of you as well, and because many of you might be wondering the same thing. So I thought I would make a short video to answer this question. And before I start, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel, and also if you like the information in this video, please hit the like button and give it a thumbs up. And so without wasting any time, let's jump onto the question. So he had actually written this question in one of my blog posts. So the question is actually a really informative video, and okay, the question starts like this. I know few people who are working in the Middle East, but not in Qatar. In bracket he has written little advantage of being from Kerala. So will there be a difference or reduction in the ticket prices if someone from the Middle East buys it for me? Also, if they buy the tickets for me, will I be allowed to enter the stadium, as I will be an outsider or a tourist traveling from India? So basically he has two questions in this one. So to answer his first question, yes, there is a difference in prices, but if someone in the host country buys the ticket for you, but he or she needs to be a citizen of the host country. Not anyone in the Middle East can avail that the reduced price. Yes, and the prices are very different. I mean, it's significantly low from all the other categories of tickets, but that is reserved for the citizen of the host country and not like anyone in the Middle East. Suppose if someday India actually hosts the World Cup, the citizens in Pakistan or in Nepal or Bhutan will not get the advantages of the reduced reduced price of the match tickets. It will be only available for the Indians. At least this has been the tradition till now. I do not know whether it's going to change in future, but it was like this till Russia. I don't know, rules may change, but till now we do not have any like significant like any solid information on this. So I would say that is very unlikely that it's going to change. So the answer for the first question is no. No one in the people in the Middle East cannot buy the tickets for you. If it's a Qatari citizen, then only they can buy a ticket actually in a reduced price. And maybe your friends are just Indians, like of course their friends are Indians and may not be a citizen of Dubai or like in UAE or Saudi. So maybe they are just on a work visa, so that will not again apply for them. Even if they are in Qatar just working there, if they are not the citizen, they won't be able to buy it in a reduced price. Okay, so that being said, I'll try to answer the second question here. So the second question was, will he be able to see the matches with that ticket that his friend buys for him? So the answer is both yes and also no. This is actually very tricky. Please listen very carefully. In 2018 World Cup, it was the first time when the names were actually imprinted on the tickets. That is, as far as my knowledge, I know this because I have met many people who have been to other World Cups. They have told me this. Okay, but in addition to that, the Russian government has also made an initiative called the Fan ID, which I have made a detailed video on this Fan ID, which I link over here. And this Fan ID was linked to your passport. Okay, so if you have seen my previous video, I said over there that when you are entering the stadium, you scan your Fan ID. You have to scan your Fan ID and you have to scan your ticket. Then your face will pop up in a screen, and the person in the security will check and let you inside the stadium. But the Fan ID was not linked to the match tickets. Okay, so since this was a case, people who had Fan ID could buy tickets from someone in black market, in the gray market, with the tickets who had where the names of the applicant were completely different and could enter the stadium. This was the case, and I saw with my own eyes people selling tickets in double or triple prices just outside the stadium just before the match. So that was possible, but for that you need to have a fan ID first. So here it becomes a little more tricky. So where he asked that whether since he's thinking that his friends will buy the tickets for him in a reduced price. Let's consider a hypothetical situation where his friends are from Qatar and they are Qatari citizens and they can get this price, get the tickets for a lot less price than the other categories, but he has to buy a match ticket for himself as well, because without that you will not be issued a fan ID. At least that was the case in Russia. You were only given a fan ID when you have a valid ticket. Okay, so if you are planning to just watch one match, then it's not possible in practice or also in theory. But if you are planning to watch more than one match, what you can do is you can buy one ticket for yourself, maybe a cheap maybe a cheap ticket, and then maybe of some of the matches in the group league, in the category 3, you can buy a very small, you can spend small amount for the ticket and get a fan ID for yourself, and then you go to Qatar and ask your friends to buy the reduced tickets, and then you can enter the stadium. But we do not know whether Qatar will actually have a fan ID this year, and even if they have if they do not have a fan ID, then it's not a problem. I think you can just enter. Probably it will be the case, it could be the case like that, because I met someone from Brazil, and that person said that in Brazil they did not have any fan ID and anything, and anyone could buy a ticket, and his friend or anyone could go in the same ticket. So it's just like buying a movie ticket. It was like that. But this time they had the fan ID, and in Qatar it could be the case that they have the fan ID and they link it to the match tickets. Then you will not have any option of going inside without with someone else's ticket, right? So that could be the case as well, but we do not know that at the moment, and I do not know how to know that until the tournament actually starts. No one will actually reveal this kind of information in any of the websites, that the fan ID and the tickets are not connected or not linked. People figured it out when the World Cup started. So that's how towards the end of the World Cup, the grey market became very active, and people started selling the match tickets for more than 2 or 3 times the prices. I hope I have tried to explain. I have been. I don't know. I maybe have successful in explaining this properly. But if you have any questions regarding this, please put in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them as much as possible to my best of knowledge. It's not that I've been to one World Cup and I know everything. I'm just trying to gather information from what my experience is, and also from the internet, and trying to present it to you. So please be kind, and if you think that you like the information over here, please give it a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now. Thanks.